The Brotherhood is one of the 4 central factions in Fallout 4. They have a decent amount of content in the game, but there's still more that can be added through the help of mods. Today I am taking a look at these mods that improve the Brotherhood in Fallout 4. Now the Brotherhood does have a lot of mods, and covering them all in one video will make the video pretty long, so I'm going to cover a few mods today and the remaining ones in the future. With all that said, let's now jump into the list. Starting things off with a quest mod called David Hunter. In this series of quests, you help this Brotherhood scribe purify the water of the Commonwealth and distribute it. Essentially, it's a mishmash between Fallout 3's plot and New Vegas's plot. You get the purity thing from Fallout 3, and that machine takes place in a dam, so that's related to New Vegas. David even mentions those 2 events once. I mainly included this mod because it had a lot of endorsements, and if I didn't, some people would have been unhappy. But personally, I don't like this quest mod that much. The plot is too predictable, and the characters were either comically evil or too generous. The second part of the quest is essentially just a building part, and even that broke when I tried it in Sanctuary. I had to build the shops in Red Rocket for the quest to proceed. The voice acting is pretty good all around, but other than that, this mod was underwhelming, at least to me. Brotherhood of Steel Workshop gives you access to almost all Brotherhood-related building assets. This is a really cool mod, as it finally lets you build your own Brotherhood bases. There are almost no Brotherhood outposts in vanilla, other than the Pridwin and Boston Airport. But now you can build these bases and also assign Brotherhood members using the Brotherhood Commander mod I will mention later. Spirit of Steel, on the other hand, adds Brotherhood-related decoration items. Unlike Brotherhood Workshop, most of these assets are new and original. Tumbajamba's Minutemen armor collection adds many new Brotherhood armors and clothes. Now these are pretty different looking than the vanilla ones, and for the most part I like them. But the helmet eyes are not that great looking, in my opinion. I personally really like the Brotherhood Outcast armor. It reminds me of Star Wars for some reason. There are also new power armors. I do think they are a tad bit over-designed, but it's not that big of a deal. All of these armors are integrated into the Brotherhood level lists, but some members also wear the vanilla armors. This next mod, Brotherhood Commander, gives you greater control over your Brotherhood allies. You can now use this terminal on the Pridwin main deck to recruit Brotherhood members. You can even choose what weapon they will use. Of course, higher classes and better weapons are bought using more caps. You can either directly command a follower or command them all at once using the new commander device. The companions can make the game feel a bit easy though, as you can use a lot of them at once. You can also use special vertiberd grenades that call in these higher level vertibirds to your rescue. All in all, it's a great mod, and every Brotherhood player should have this mod. Personal vertibird might not be a Brotherhood specific mod, but because Brotherhood is the faction that uses vertibirds most of the time, I included it in the list. You can now build your own personal vertibird, and also fly them manually. The manual controls are more like commands as you tap a direction, and then the vertibird automatically moves in that direction, but it's still pretty cool. You can either land in a place by using the fast travel option in any vanilla map marker, or you can place these vertibird kits to any place you want, and then land there. The vertibird is highly customizable in terms of functions. You can change anything from your position, pilot's voice, how much damage it will take, and much more. You can also take any companion with you, including robots. There's so much other stuff about this mod that it will be its own whole video, but all in all I think it's a really cool mod and almost essential for Brotherhood playthroughs. Brotherhood Power Armor Overhaul adds these rank-appropriate insignias to the game. These are not only great for general customization, but you can now also just tell what rank a guy is by looking at them. Some insignias are also unlocked after certain quests, indicating your progression. It's a small mod but adds an essential aspect to the game. Diverse Brotherhood adds more face pools to random Brotherhood models. This is exactly like the Diverse Minutemen mod. Personally, I don't care for things like this, but some people might enjoy it much more. Operation Manhattan is a quest mod that sees you defeat the Gunners in New York, where they captured Brotherhood soldiers. To start this mod, you need to go to Listening Post Echo, where these Brotherhood members will hire you. Now, although a Brotherhood-related quest mod in NY seems really great, I have to be the bearer of bad news. This is a run-and-gun quest mod. The whole quest is just shoot and shoot. Yes, the buildings do look different from the Commonwealth buildings, but that's it. There are some good visuals here, but it's kinda wasted being in the shooting gallery quest. If you play this quest mod, make sure to use some satisfying weapon mods, or else you will have a terrible time. Spare the Railroad mod lets you spare the railroad when going with the Brotherhood ending. It's a simple mod, but adds a vital choice to the game in my opinion.
If you attack the railroad, I'll leave the Brotherhood. I signed up to destroy the Institute, not kill innocent people.
You would leave the Brotherhood just to spare those idiots. Look, you've done a lot for us, so maybe I'll let this slide. But just this once. By the way, Proctor Ingram requires your assistance in Liberty Prime. Hope you won't talk your way out of that. Dismissed.
The next mod is even simpler. Now the pilots wear bomber jackets instead of only wearing that wetsuit-looking uniform. It just makes them look a bit better. Lastly, I will finish with an overhaul mod. Now, I should warn you, being an overhaul mod, this might not be compatible with a lot of the above-mentioned mods. Ad Victoriam is the most endorsed overhaul mod for the Brotherhood. This mod not only changes the appearance of the Brotherhood, but also buffs some of their equipment to make them more intimidating. Almost all of the Brotherhood uniforms and armor use this red and black color scheme. This looks good on some uniforms and goofy on others. This change of color is almost everywhere, from interiors, flags, vertibirds, and even weapons. Speaking of weapons, Brotherhood weapons are now renamed, and their stats are buffed too. Not only that, but the vertibirds have also been enhanced as they take less damage and do a lot more. Now, for the most part, this mod is great, but one weird thing happened to me which you should know. There was Brotherhood Marine armor that's meant to spawn on high-level Brotherhood soldiers, but not only could I not find this armor, but when I used my other save to test out the vertibird damage, I saw it being used by a Minuteman in the castle. I hope the level list integration is good for this armor, but other than that, this mod was pretty good. And these are the mods I chose to showcase today. Stay tuned for part 2, as there will be more mods in that video. Also, let me know about any mods that you think I should include in part 2. Lastly, I recently started my channel membership from $2 per month, which gives you 6 unlockable badges and a lot of stickers to use. So if you'd like to support me financially, then you can check it out. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.